now. All right, well, sources have told NewsX that the Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau, or the AAIB, is likely to submit its preliminary report on the Air India Phuket-Delhi incident to the International Civil Aviation Organization, or ICAO, in 2 weeks, before the second week of September. The report is expected to provide initial findings on the investigation into the incident and as the probe moves towards its next key stage. Atul, my colleague, is joining us on the broadcast to give us more details about this. Atul, a lot has been said about what happened on that fateful day when that Air India aircraft plunged 300 feet, injuring a number of people. But it's the report which is going to separate the grain from the chaff, and we will know the truth.
Well, certainly that report was something which is much awaited, given the fact that there are two dimensions to the whole incident. Number one being the Air India captain, being under the influence of cannabis, number one. Number two being the whole hydraulic failure theory, which supposedly led to over 670 feet a fall in altitude within 66 seconds. So two entirely different, aspects that somehow, needs to be investigated if there were any linkages to it, or were these two isolated events and they were entirely coincidental. Because remember, a lot of, Air India has been facing a lot of rash and outrage from passengers as well. And Air India, however, same for Airbus as well, given how, it is quite complicated and quite, prestigious issue for Airbus as well. If their aircraft suffered about 676 feet, loss of altitude within 66 seconds, that would be something which is also needs to be examined. So all of that needs to be, done. And Aircraft Investigation Bureau, Accident Investigation Bureau has, in fact, began, analyzing all the cockpit voice recorder as well as the flight data recorder, as well as, the medical records of the captain and other crew members are also being analyzed. Yesterday we saw on Wednesday, the captain was summoned by the AAIB, where he, in fact, appeared and explained his side of the story. So clearly, Ministry of Civil Aviation, in fact, has directed AAIB to complete the investigation. In at least the preliminary investigation of the whole incident should be wrapped up within a month, which is, mid-September, or maybe within 2 weeks of the September is
All
what we're
right,
expecting.
Atul, appreciate you joining us.